Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for making the appointment. I'm Dr. Mara, and today I'm going to do a haul. I picked up quite a few items from a couple places: Walgreens, Walmart, Ulta, and even Juvia's place. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just get started. I picked up one item from Juvia's place. It's the Tribe palette by Juvia's. Let's go ahead and open that up. So pretty, you guys. A lot of greens, oranges, beautiful gold colors in this palette. I think it's absolutely stunning. This is a little out of my comfort zone, but it's so pretty. I cannot wait to play with this palette just a little bit and create a look. That's the only thing I got from Juvia's place, so let's go to Ulta, Macy's, and I believe Sephora had a sale on the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Sultry palette. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. The packaging is absolutely stunning. It has this glitter packaging. The glitter does not come off on my hand or anything around it. So, okay, I take that back. It comes off a little bit. I wiped it and I just saw some glitter on my hands. But it's an absolutely stunning packaging. The box that it comes in has the same glitter out on the outside as well. If you take a look at the packaging, it has a mirror, but I don't want to blind you guys. The colors are more so cool tone colors. I normally like warm shadows, but you know, every now and then warm is not appropriate. Sometimes you have to get a little gray on them. You gotta get a little cool on them. So I absolutely think that this palette is beautiful. This little touch of coral here really kind of sets this palette apart. Other than that, when you cover that one up, it's a little boring. I get that, and then you throw that in there and it's like, ooh, spicy. She got spicy with her. But it is a beautiful palette. The brush fell out, but it does come with a brush, and there are 14 shades, which is standard for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. The other things that I picked up from Ulta were from LA Girl, and they are the Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigments. These two right here, the yellow and the orange. So these Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigments, they're used to kind of adjust your foundations. If you ever buy a foundation and it's a little too neutral or it's a little too warm for you, you can use these mixing pigments and adjust the color so that you don't always have to either return it and get a new shade, or if it's a place that doesn't take returns, you're just kind of stuck with a color that's off that you either can't make work, or you're trying to make things working overly hard trying to make your foundation look good. You can use these. These really work. As you can see, I've already dibbled and dabbled, and I picked out shades intentionally that were off for me and adjusted them. I will tell you right now, a little dab of this goes a long way. Like don't give a full pump, okay? Unless you're trying to like mix one bottle at a... Y'all, my nail just flew off. Seriously? Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Nail fixed. But like I said, a little of this goes a long way. I recommend pumping out your foundation on the back of your hand or on a mixing plate, and then taking some whatever color you need to adjust on a different spot on the palette and mix it in a little at a time. Adjust, see where you're at, and then go back in, because it's better to mix in a little bit and adjust it slowly than to overdo it and then you're having to like correct back and forth trying to get the... It's almost midnight. I'm tired. Sorry, you guys. Bear with me, okay? That's all from Ulta, and that was all from Juvia's place. Let's go ahead and get into Walmart. So from Walmart, let's start with the things that I got from e.l.f. e.l.f. has some primer mist. They have one that's hydrating, and they have another that is an oil control. I am oily in my T-zone, and so I normally like something to help keep me matte. But every now and again, I like a hydrating mist as well, something to help make that powder melt so my face doesn't look so powdery. And so I have both of these depending on the vibe that I'm going for. You know the vibes. So I'm going to give those a try. I did use the oil control primer mist today, and we might be on to something. I've had this makeup on now for, let's see, what time is it? carry the 1 cubed squared. I've had this makeup on now for about 14 hours. I haven't done any touch-ups other than I changed my lipstick and reapplied some blush. So the foundation, the concealer, and everything like that, I did not touch that up. I was a little too tired and I just did not. So I really feel like this held up very well. Now I am using a new well, this is a new foundation, new concealer. It's a couple lot of things, okay? And I won't get into it right now, but I will be doing a video on it. But this is, like I said, 14 hours of wear with no touch-ups, no real blotting or anything like that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And maybe this oil control primer mist by e.l.f. had something to do with that as well. We shall see. I'll test it out a little bit further. Also from e.l.f., something I've been trying to get my hands on, you guys, for a while now. It's the Poreless Putty Primer. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which I have and I really do like, but it is so expensive. I'm not trying to overdo it when it comes to using that primer, but if I can find something that is, I believe it's $8 as opposed to the more than $50 that the Tatcha is, I'm here for it. I have not tried this yet. I haven't touched it at all. I kind of want to put it on a head-to-head. I know a lot of people have done it, but I have not, and I need to see what it does on my skin. So I'm very excited. This is probably one of the most exciting pickups that I have in the haul. Like I said, I got this from Walmart. I was not expecting to see this. Really brightened up my day. That is all that I have from e.l.f. Let's go to Neutrogena. Picked up a couple of things from Neutrogena. The Neutrogena It Matters Mattifying Primer Stick. Neutrogena had a really cute little section in Walmart. It had a lot of little funky little products, little colors and everything like that. It really caught my attention, so shout out to the marketing team because it worked. I kind of looked and I'm like, you know, Neutrogena, it typically looks... Shout outs to Neutrogena. I wear things from Neutrogena, but it looks kind of boring. Okay, as far as sections go, you kind of go through. It's a little boring in Neutrogena land, and it's not like that for one little shelf. Okay, all around it still was a little bit of a little snoozy, but then it's like Teen Spirit on one shelf, and I was like, okay, I'm interested. So I saw this mattifying primer stick. Speaking my language, trying to use it to see if it controls my oils. Let's see how much product we got here. It spins up, obviously, as I'm spinning. Okay, that's a good, okay, I'm still spinning. That's okay, there we go. So that's a good bit of product. Doesn't really have a smell at all. So I'm interested to see how this performs. I'm kind of excited about that. Anything that can try to help keep me matte throughout the day, I'm willing to give it a shot. The other item that I picked up from Neutrogena is the Protect and Tint, or Protect Plus Tint Tinted Moisturizer. Broad spectrum. It has SPF 30 in it. Now they had 3 different color selections. I believe it was 3. I picked up the last medium to deep 50. This is what it looks like. So this is what I'm talking about when I say had a little funky little display. Like these are not the colors or the packaging you think of when you think of traditional Neutrogena. They're trying to get the kids, okay? They're trying to get the young people to come over to Neutrogena land, and it worked for me. I'm kind of young or whatever. Don't judge me. So this was the darkest, and let's take a look, because Neutrogena is not known for having a wide... Okay, you guys. They're not known for having a wide color range. And this was the darkest. Let's see. Let me see if y'all can see that. This thing... That's the darkest? Are you serious right now? Now, this is a tinted moisturizer, okay? So, It's not supposed to be your foundation. I get that. But I just feel like there could be several more tinted moisturizer shades after this one. I blended into my hand. It basically disappeared. I don't really know how I feel about this. This may go back. This may go back, you guys. I'm not. Okay. Next, on to Revlon. I have a couple things from Revlon. Let's start with the one that I hadn't heard anything about, and I was kind of like, did a little double take. What's that? Revlon Photo Ready Candid Anti-Pollution Setting Powder. This was the darkest of the 3 shades that were on my display. I think there were only 3 in this line, and the color doesn't actually have a name, but it's just 003. So I picked this up, the darkest powder. It has a little protector plastic cover here, and then you lift that up. You lift that up, there's the powder. This powder is kind of ashy. It's a little ashy in tone. You can see that right here. It's a little ashy. I don't really know how I feel about this. I'm going to have to see how it actually looks on the skin with foundation and concealer. I know that this is nothing that I plan on using underneath my eye. This would be more like an all-over face powder for setting my foundation, but definitely not underneath the eye. It feels soft and it feels smooth, but the color, I have my reservations on the color, but I have to give it a try. But just looking at it, I have other all over setting powders that are definitely a lot more golden, a lot warmer, that I feel like melts into my skin better. But I'm not knocking it because I have not tried it. Next from Revlon, let's just show these together. The Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation and Concealer. So the small one here is the concealer. This big one is foundation. So I have the foundation in the color 440, which is caramel. This color, I wear the caramel color in the Revlon Color Stay for a combination of oily skin. This caramel is not the same. I'm going to have to get another shade in this. I've already kind of swatched it. It's a lot lighter than the caramel on the Color Stay. So I will get another color. I could make this work, but I don't want to. It's just a little bit lighter on my face than I would want it to be. In the concealer, I have the shade 060, which is deep. The foundation, I'm sorry, you guys. The foundation comes with the pump, so that's really good. I love when drugstore foundations include the pump. That's really important. The concealer has this applicator here. It has a really wide end on this applicator, and I think that'll really be good to apply more product quickly underneath the eye. I'll show this color. Oh yeah, this is right up my alley when it comes to colors for my concealers. So this is the concealer right here in deep, and this is the foundation in caramel. Really excited to use these. I will either, 1, go back and get another shade, or 2, make this an opportunity to use my mixing pigments. We'll just see. And the last thing that I have from Walmart from Revlon is something that I hadn't heard about either. And honestly, like 2019 is the year of concealer. Everyone is dropping a concealer this year. So Revlon Color Stay Full Coverage Concealer. So they have the Candid Concealer and the Color Stay Concealer. I have this in the shade 055 Chestnut. I'm going to swatch that next to the 060 Deep. See what we're working with. Okay, let's see what we got. This is 055 Chestnut and 060 Deep in the Candid. This is significantly lighter, but I'm still gonna try it out. I will give it a chance. Sometimes I want a super bright under eye, and sometimes I want it to be a little bit more subdued. So that is Walmart. That is everything that I got from Walmart. Let's go to Walgreens. My fave. Let's start with the one brand that's different from all the rest. And that is from L'Oreal. It is the Universal. Y'all, I gotta get it together. Apparently I lose my ability to see straight or read after midnight. This is the L'Oreal Unbeliever Brow. I have this in the color dark brunette. It looks very gray. This tube, I hope you guys can tell, but this tube looks extremely gray. Hell, the product looks very gray. Let's swatch this. Are they sure this is dark brunette? Oh, okay. Let me show you guys. Right here, and I don't know, this is not picking up true on camera because of lighting and things, but it looks very gray to me. I don't know about this. I can't be out here looking wild. This is definitely something I have to try on the weekend. I won't be wearing this to work. Not until I see what's really good. But the color, weekend. Okay, so the other things that I got from Walgreens in this haul are all from the for CoverGirl / Full Spectrum. So CoverGirl came out with an additional line, Full Spectrum, that has products that are suitable for people of color. So a lot of deeper foundations, concealers. I think the pigmentation of the shadows may even be different so that they show on darker skin tones. I have the Full Spectrum CoverGirl All Day Powder Foundation. I have two of those because I was not clear of my shade. I have Tan Golden here, and I have Tan Deep Cool here. Tan Deep Cool definitely appears to be a little bit more, it's deeper, but it also appears to be a little bit red, more red than the golden. See what they did there. And also I'm clearly tired, so I'm talking nuts, but I'm not sure, and I'm definitely going to test these out. I've heard a lot of good things about these powders, so I can't wait to find out which one works for me, or maybe I can use them both but in different ways. But I'm very excited about these as well. Also from the Full Spectrum line from CoverGirl, I have an eyeshadow palette, a Full Spectrum CoverGirl So Saturated, and this palette is called the Zodiac palette. It's right here. Let me go ahead and open this up so we can take a look on the inside. Hopefully I don't break another nail because I ain't got time, and y'all just gonna see me nail this because I'm not doing that again. These colors are super pretty. Okay, these are really pretty. Okay, somebody at CoverGirl's an AKA. Who is it? Because that pink and that green together right there, that wasn't an accident. Shout out Sarah. Oh, and I dug my nail in it. Anyway, this is really pretty, so I'm going to swatch the pink and the green. Duh. Oh, this is oh, she a vibe. She's a vibe. Let's get that green. That's pretty. You guys, that's super pretty. Let's go ahead, put a little blue on it. These are pretty. Okay, let's try the purple, and then I'll do a gold, and then we're gonna move on. We've got the gold right here, the purple here, green, pink, and blue, because I just gave a little kindergarten color lesson. But no, these shadows, they look really pretty. These aren't the best swatches in the world, done by me. But swatches really don't matter. It's all about how they perform on the eye. So that will be interesting to see. Also from the Full Spectrum line, they have a concealer, the All Day Idol Brightening Concealer. I have this in the color Medium Tan Golden. Right here in this packaging. I already opened it up to hurry this along a little bit. We'll go ahead and swatch this concealer. I was a little bit torn. It's just so hard sometimes picking things in the drugstore when there's not a tester for you to use and you're unsure of the color. So I did my best. Oh, this looks a lot like the color from the Revlon Candid Concealer. Okay, so that concealer... Okay, that's not right. Let's just swatch that again for you guys. Where you can bloody see it. Okay. The concealer is right here. And that's the color Medium Tan Golden. I think that'll work. That'll definitely work. Okay, these are from... No, this is also Full Spectrum, or no? Is it Full Spectrum or no? This is Full Spectrum. Okay. CoverGirl Matte Idol. This is their liquid lipstick in the color Walk On. Very pretty. Very Tamara. Pinky Nude. No surprise. This is pretty. And I believe I read on the little display that it's supposed to be 24-hour matte wear. I will never know that, but cool story, bro. That's the paint. Is this showing up? There we go. Right there. Ugh. You gotta be like a contortionist to show swatches on camera. It's nuts. Also from CoverGirl, but not from the Full Spectrum, is the CoverGirl Outlast Active. They have the 24-hour foundation plus sunscreen with SPF 20. I have the color 870 Toasted Almond. This is what it looks like. Okay. I can already tell you guys right now, I would, normally hold out on the surprise. This foundation is bomb. I've worn it a couple days. By a couple, I literally do mean 2. A couple of days, and my mind is made up. I know how I feel about it. It is bomb. I will be doing a video on it. I wanted to wear it. After the first day, I was already screaming it to the rooftops. But I wore it again a second day just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. No fluke. So I will be doing maybe not a full face of CoverGirl, because I don't know if I have enough CoverGirl products to do that, but as much CoverGirl as I possibly can so I can show that foundation, because it's the truth. I kind of have it swatched right here. You can't really see that. It looks more like lotions on my ashy hands, but it's a really good match for me. There aren't a lot of colors in this foundation that I saw, and I think I may be, if not next to the last, or there may be 2 colors after me. So if I'm wrong about the number of shades, or if I'm right, I'll put that somewhere here, maybe right across my face. We'll see. The last thing from CoverGirl is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Custom Nude. So this is like, they already had these lipsticks, but then they came out with a custom nude line, and I have Light Warm. So it comes with the actual lipstick color and then a balm to put on top. Bet you can't guess. Bet you can't. Boom. Pinky Nude. This might be a little peachy nude, actually. Let's swatch this by the... Yeah. This is giving me... no. Like a peachy pink. Like if your peach was pinker than most peaches. Alright, let's pick another spot. This hand is getting a little... She's over it. There we go. That's it right there. There she is. That's pretty. Cannot wait to try that as well. And that is it from CoverGirl. I will say the things that I'm most excited to try from the things that I've covered with you all so far, definitely the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Super duper excited about that. I'm curious. I don't know if excited, but more so curious about the It Matters from Neutrogena, the mattifying primer stick. I've already seen what these pro mixing pigments are capable of doing. I'm just trying to put them more to work. And probably the pressed powders from the Full Spectrum line. Like I said, I already know about what that Outlast Active Foundation is about, and it's the truth. It's definitely the truth. But I can't wait to show you guys that in another video. Thank you so much for coming back, for watching. If you've seen anything in my haul that you've already tried, let me know how they worked for you. If there's any tips or tricks or anything to any of these things that I should know about, leave that down below. If you're considering on buying anything, leave that down below as well. Or if there's anything that you want to see on camera, tell me that as well, so I can include that in a video and show you guys how it works. I do plan on updating you on how these things work in the future. I don't just want to show you the things that I hauled and you never know how they ended up, if I hated them or if I loved them. I'll definitely kind of do some follow-up. But let me know the things that you're most interested in that you saw today, or if there's something that you saw out drugstore, high-end, that you would like me to try out, leave that down below as well. Honestly, you can leave pretty much anything down below. As far as comments or recommendations for the channel, I'm really open, and I wanted to give you guys the content that you want and the things that you want to see. Thank you so much for coming back or coming for the first time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for making this appointment. I'm Dr. Mara, and you guys have a good day, night, evening, or whatever it is where you are. Bye. Sorry, hold on, forgot one thing. Hit the subscribe button down below. Also the notification bell so you know when I have future uploads. Thank you so much for watching again. Bye. For real this time. Bye.